Book 2, Chapter 4. Quam ob causam, like quam ob rem. So Gellius Bassus, the cause or reason why, a certain Ganus, a certain type of judiciary, he wrote to be called the divinatio in the accusative, or a divinationem in the divination. And why, quam, others, the cause or reason why they dixerent, why have they said of the same vocabulary, they've used the same word. So that's the reason why this guy did it, and others as well. And it starts at 1. Cum de constituendo accusator. So when constituting, getting together a prosecutor or an accuser, when it's a queritor, when it's searched for, and this inquiry, super ire over this matter is they give returning, or they decide who they're going to get. Cui nam to who, that's the cui bit, is more preferable from two or more accusatio. I'll just leave that for now. Or, there's the VE enclitic, or subscriptio in the accuser, who's permitted for to defend this accused. The accused is the reum. So this matter, and a cognitio or inquisition of this jury pool should be appellator divinatio. So it's like divination, I suppose, when they're getting two or more people to defend this guy here, the reum. 2. This vocabulum, this word, the quam ob causam, the reason that factumis, that it's used, is thus that it is accustomed to be the term that is used when they're making an inquiry. So for accusatio, I've set that up for the Daily Dictionary. In the subscription, the accusator is the person doing the accusing, the accusatio is the person being accused, and a subscriptio, in its term in law, specification of crimes in an indictment, account, or a charge. Okay, there you go. 3. Gavinus Bassus, the guy we saw in the introductory part, in the third of his books, In Tertio Liborum, which were concerning the origin of vocabulorums, of terms or words, he's composed, he says, he inquits, divinatio. So it's appellator. This law court, this inquiry, is called a divinio, since quoniam divinet. It's a divine. So a judex is the judge, or in plural, it's a jury. A jury ought to divine in a quodam modo, in some sort and way, what sententiam, what the sentence ought to be, that he ought to bear, fere for himself, and it should be par, what is equal. So the jury or the judge is divining what is up to the par for it, what is the right sentence to give. 4. Nimis, something's excessive. So quidem, another indeed sort of thing. So there is, in the words of Gavius Bassus, this ratio, the accusative, this reasoning is imperfecta. It's a very incomplete, so it's excessively incomplete, or more, or rather, it's inops and una, which is hungry, or and inops shows us a bit in poverty. So it's an incomplete sort of definition of the words, and it's a bit hungry and lacking, or something like that. 5. Sed videtur, but it seems, nevertheless, and these are going to take infinitives, it seems he would want to signify, it's okay for this reason, to be called a divination, because in other causes and other cases, indeed, the judge or the juror, things which he has learnt, and the things which argumentus, which are documented or something, or the accusations, and are demonstrated by argumentus, that's the argument or the testibus by witnesses. He's accustomed to follow these things, the things which he's learnt and which have been in the arguments and proofs and witnesses. However, in this in this matter, the accusator, the prosecutor, illegendus, That just means picking. Admotum's a adverb, so it's fully small and thin. Exilla, the things which are which the judge is able to be moved by. That's the passive there. So there's only a small amount of things which can actually affect a judge or jury. And propterea, and because of this, quinam, things which are more idoneous, things which are more suitable to the accusations, as if they are divinandomest, as if they have been divined. So he's just relying on witnesses and proof and stuff, and there's very little wiggle room, and so it seems that things which are more suitable to the accusation, so it's got some sort of divinationary, sort of godly sort of influence maybe. 6. Hoc bassus. This is Bassus's version. But ali, other people, and what they think the appellation of divination is, since when there's the prosecutor, the accuser, and the reus, the defendant, these are duo res. These are two matters as if they are cognate, related, or conjuncte, and joined together. And neither is there one without the other, utra sine altura, is able to happen, or constare. In this, genere, in this type of case, nevertheless, the reus, the accuser, iam est, he already is. But the prosecutor or the accusator, non dom est, not yet there is one. And for this reason, which ad hoc, which still throughout, we'll take usquias, is lacking and hidden, supplendum est. They must be supplied by a divination of who futurus in the future shall be the prosecutor, the accusator. And that's his explanation. 5. Quam usually means which, lepide, charmingly, and signate, since we've got adverbs or something here, that means distinctly. For Venorus the philosopher said this, that quam must be how charmingly and distinctly. Fabianus the philosopher said, quid indicit, what's the difference between of Plato and of Lysaea in the orations. So what's the difference in the orations of these two people, Plato and Lysaea? Favorinus, concerning Lysaea, in English there's an S on the end, so it's concerning Lysias and Plato, Solitus the Dicareus. He was accustomed to say, and here's the inquit, if from the oration of Plato, Platonus is the genitive, you demas, you remove aliquot verbum, nudus, so if you move some word, and there's V for or you mutate it, or you change it, if you remove or change a word, and this, you facias, you do very commodissime, very conveniently or suitably or cleverly or something, you shall detract from its elegance, yet still, nevertheless, or whatever. But if from that of Lysias, you remove the centennia, the meaning of it, or the idea. So I'll finish with 6. With which words? Ignavita, that's like cowardly or foolishly and abjectedly. Virgil is dicator, he's said to have used, it takes the ablative, these words. So he's used them a bit foolishly or abjectly. And this thing to those who improbi, who wickedly have said this, he is said to have responded. 1. Non nulli. Some grammaticans of superioris aetatis, of earlier ages, in which is Cornutus Aeneas, who is not clearly indoctite, unlearned nor ignoble, or without renown or whatever. Clearly these are learned and famous people, who commentaries in Virgil, made commentaries against Virgil, they've composed. They reprehend, as if incuriously, or as if carelessly and abjectly, has posited a word in his verses. Okay, done. Okay, so I'm no expert on poetry, but Looks like we're going to be using accusative. So succinctam means she's girt. Her candid inguina means her loins, her white loins were succinctam with latrantibus monstrous. Latranting means barking monsters. Proper noun here, dolichicus. It was said to have vexed the ships, so troubled them. And in the deep Gurgot's usually swirling waters or flood waters. Whoa, hey, they're timid sailors. With Cannabis marinus, so with marine dogs which are lacerated. So, that's an extract from something of Virgil, obviously.